Good evening and welcome to the City Council meeting of the City of Lenoir for Tuesday, May the 6th, 2025. We welcome you here this evening. Thank you for coming. As we normally do when we get started, in a few minutes we'll have our moment of silence and then our Pledge of Allegiance. You would please understand we were just talking up here that India and Pakistan apparently have gone to a little bit of war with each other this afternoon. So we will pray that that doesn't escalate into something really bad. But obviously, any kind of fighting like that could go anywhere. But we'll keep our prayers for those countries and others that are involved over there on that. So anyway, also we'll keep the Pope, of course, in our continued prayers. The loss of the Pope several weeks ago now, but please continue to pray for the Catholics and the religion and that kind of thing involved there with the Pope. So anyway, please join me now. Moment of silence. Thank you. Please salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First order tonight, we have a special recognition on behalf of the council for a proclamation will be presented to Chief Brent Phelps, proclaiming the week of May 11th through the 17th as National Peace Officers Memorial Week. Good to see you all. Yes, sir. This is in recognition of Peace Officers Memorial Week, May 11th through the 17th, 2025. Chief, I'll present this to you. Whereas the Congress and the President of the United States have designated May 15th as Peace Officers Memorial Day and the week in which May 15th falls as National Police Week. And whereas the members of the law enforcement agency of the Lenoir Police Department play an essential role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of those inside the city of Lenoir. And whereas it is important that all citizens know and understand the duties, responsibilities, hazards, and sacrifices of their law enforcement agency, and that members of our law enforcement agency recognize their duty to serve the people by safeguarding life and property, by protecting them against violence and disorder, and by protecting the innocent against deception and the weak against oppression. And whereas the men and women of the law enforcement agency of the City of Lenoir Police Department unceasingly provide a vital public service. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, as mayor of the City of Lenoir, and on behalf of the Lenoir City Council, do hereby proclaim and call upon all citizens of Lenoir and upon all patriotic, civic, and educational organizations to observe the week of May 11th through May 17th, 2025 as Police Week with appropriate ceremonies and observances in which all of our people may join in commemorating law enforcement officers past and present who by their faithful and loyal devotion to their responsibilities have rendered a dedicated service to their communities, and in so doing have established for themselves an inevitable and enduring reputation for preserving the rights and security of all citizens. Furthermore, I proclaim and call upon all citizens of the City of Lenoir to recognize May the 15th, 2025 as Peace Officers Memorial Day in honor of those law enforcement officers who, through their courageous deeds, have made the ultimate sacrifice in service to their community or have become disabled in the performance of duty. Let us recognize and pay respect to the survivors of our fallen heroes. Witness my hand and seal this, the 6th day of May 2025. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do and all your officers and everyone that's involved, not only here, but all over. We appreciate it. Please.
Just want to take a second to thank Mayor and Council for recognizing next week as Police Officers Week and Police Memorial Day of Thursday, May 15th. Last year, I typically have a few stats. Last year nationwide, there were 165 officers that lost their life across the nation. Some of the major categories nationwide, there was 20 officers that died in automobile crashes, 49 officers that were killed by gunfire, 13 struck by vehicles, 1 vehicle pursuit, and then 12 of the 13 were vehicle assaults, where somebody intentionally used a vehicle to take an officer's life. Some of the breakdown of the 165 officers, 157 of those were male, 8 female, and the average age was 44 years of age, the average age for the officers, and the average tour of duty was 14 years. Last year, North Carolina was a very tough year here in North Carolina specifically. As you'll remember, last April 29th, 4 officers in Charlotte, the marshals, the task force officers, and the Charlotte MEC officer were killed in that very tragic incident. And so we lost 2 deputies in the fall during Helene in Madison County and Macon County. And so we're very fortunate here in Lenoir. We have not lost any officers in the line of duty in a long time, and so we're blessed by that. You know, I can get emotional about my faith and my family and my profession in a second. But I am proud of the men and women that we have serving our department and our city. And I'm proud of the fact that they come in, day out, and serve and put their lives in front of our citizens' lives to protect them. And it's hard to put a price on that. And so for the families last year across our state and nation that lost an officer, whether that be a husband, a son, a wife, a mother, a father, you know, our hearts go out to those families. But thank you again for the recognition and recognizing the job that our officers do on a daily basis.
I want to stand there, or you want to come down here?
We'll get around here.
Come in the middle. We'll come back this way.
Do I need to move?
I think I'm gonna go this way right here.
Okay.
You want us to turn this one?
Yeah, you can turn toward me a little bit. I can see it.
Turn to the middle.
All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One without. 1, 2, 3.
That was 3.
That's fast.
That's just the speech.
I think it was 33.
Again, thank you, Chief, for all that you and your officers and Major, for all you do to protect our citizens every day. Thank you for, you know, going out there, putting your life on the line. But we all feel better every day because of that. So thank you for what you do. We really appreciate that. All right, we'll move on then. We do not have matters scheduled for public hearings this evening, so we'll move on to our consent agenda items. This consists of the minutes of the City Council meeting of Tuesday, April 15th, 2025, the minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting of Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. Item C is a 2025 through 2029 sales tax reinvestment agreement. If the council would like to approve this 2025-2029 sales tax reinvestment agreement between Caldwell County and the county's municipalities, we'll authorize adoption of the attached agreement. Item D is a bid award. This is for the Veterans Paver Project. Following review of bids that were submitted, staff is recommending awarding the Veterans Memorial Veterans Monument bid to the Foothills Monument Company for the total sum of $54,762.75. This is for Foothills Monument, has worked on several monument projects for the city and in Caldwell County. Item E is the purchase of the sewer easement. This is for Harrisburg Drive. We do not currently have utility service lines along Harrisburg Road from the upper entrance of the Summerhill Development parcel NC PIN number 275-900-8291 to property with North Carolina PIN number 274899-1599. The purchase of the utility easement provides the opportunity for the city to have the ability to expand utility service in the future. The recommendation is the council approval of the purchase of the utility easement as presented. And item F is the proclamation for Peace Officers Memorial Week that we just read just a few minutes ago. That's your consent agenda items A through F. I will open it up for any discussion, and when you're ready, and/or motion.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the consent agenda items A through F as presented.
Okay? I have a motion from Mayor Pro Tem Stevens to accept the consent agenda items A through F as presented. No other discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. That is 5-0 tonight. We have 2 council members that are out of town tonight on that. Okay, thank you. All right, we'll move on then to requests and petitions of any citizens. If there's anyone here tonight who would like to address the council, this is the time to do so. If you would come forward and give us your name and address, and we're glad to hear from you. Okay. Seeing no one, all right, we'll move on then. We do not have reports of our boards and commissions this evening, so we'll move on to the report and recommendations of the city manager, Mr. Hildebrand.
Mayor, Council, just a couple items for information this evening. Thursday, May 8th, you'll have a Lenoir Business Advisory Board meeting. That'll be held 3rd floor City Hall at 6 p.m. The City County Service Committee will meet on Monday, May 12th at noon at J. Hebrew Hill Civic Center. The Economic Development Advisory Board will meet on Tuesday, May 13th at 8:15 a.m. at J. Hebrew Hill Civic Center. The ABC Board will meet on Thursday, May 15th at 2 o'clock. This Saturday, we'll have our annual Bloom Blast downtown. That begins at 9, and we'll go from 9 to 11. The Parks and Recreation Advisory Board is on summer recess. Their next meeting now will be held on Monday, August 18th at 6 o'clock at Mulberry Recreation Center. And then finally, City Council will conduct a budget work session on Thursday, May 22nd at 6 o'clock, 3rd floor City Hall. We may have additional work sessions, and that will be held on Thursday, May 29th if necessary. And that's all I have for information this evening, unless you have questions.
Okay, any questions to Mr. Hildebrand concerning any project going on? We have changed the ribbon cutting for the, for the splash pad.
We have made public, so.
Okay, we'll get that later on that. All right, nothing else to come before us there. We'll move on then. To, any report from our city attorney, Mr. Rohr?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. From the mayor's office, I would say we did attend the City Vision Conference in Greenville, North Carolina this past week. It was a great conference. Several of the council members went, including Council Member Rogers, Council Member Thomas, myself, Mayor Pro Tem Stevens, and Council Member Beal were all there. And great conference, got a lot of things here. The governor spoke, and we had several other officials that were there, and a lot of good things were brought up and talked about at the conference. A lot of great sessions were there during the thing, so very beneficial to be a part of that, and we appreciate that opportunity for everyone to go to that. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else out of the office. How about from the council members? Anything that anyone needs to bring up? Okay. All right, seeing nothing else, we're going to be done in about less than 15 minutes.
Short today.
Nothing come before us. We stand adjourned. Thank you.